You've been busting your ass to stay 20 pounds overweight for years, and I'm gonna show you why. Because the reality is let's say each of these represents a little tiny bit of fat loss, maybe 2 days worth of fat loss. The problem is you don't want slow fat loss. You want to go in with a sledgehammer and you wanna try to get as much out as you can at once. This is with, those crazy, like super restricted diets, eating 800 calories, protein only, all that nonsense. And the problem is that you actually can't stick to that. So you can stick to it for a few days, but then you just can't stick to it. And so that's that battle where you lose 2 pounds and then you gain them back on the weekend. And every week you're starting over, trying to gain and lose the same weight again and again and again. And at this point, you probably want to rip your hair out over it. Versus if you actually really thought about how fat loss actually works, like for women who keep it off for years and years and years, you'll see that it's actually a little bit frustrating in the beginning. So in the beginning, you're taking just bit by bit out, and you can see that it doesn't really make much of a difference here. But let's say we take a couple weeks out, well, then you'll see like, okay, we're starting to see a little bit of a difference here. But the reality is that life happens, birthday parties, vacations, maybe you get sick or you get injured, and things actually kind of go back and forth. But you keep showing up day after day after day after day. And if you keep doing that long enough over time, you'll see here, after several weeks of showing up, you actually can start to see a difference. And that is the gold. That's how you lose weight forever and you keep it off. Because where you're going wrong is you have one bad day, you eat a few cookies, and you throw the whole thing out. You eat like an asshole, and then you have to start all over again. Don't do that, guys. It's just one day. One day, and this whole thing doesn't really matter. You keep showing up day after day after day after day, compound that over time, and that's where all these small changes start to add up to big differences. Give it a try, flip your mindset around, it'll change your life.